And we are back. Another beautiful day at the Waterboyz Show. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Would you be my sports neighbor? How you like that new rendition of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, man?
You know what it remind me of?
What?
When we first started.
What about it?
I used to have my little Sesame Street.
Oh, 1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's how you learn how to count.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man. Hey, look, they did their job because it sticks with you, man. But look, we're going to get right into it, man. It's another beautiful day at the Waterboyz Show. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us once again. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we love you for your support. Whether you coming here to participate in a positive way or you coming here to talk some trash, we appreciate you for spending time with us nonetheless. Before we get into our topics today, hey man, we're gonna talk about that digital currency. Make sure you show that digital currency. Make sure you let your heartstrings, you know what I'm saying, you loosen them up a little bit and let your emotions out, man, and show us a little love digitally, right? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend, and after that, tell them to tell 10 more friends so they can participate and hear me and my partner Crazy Selves. Make sure you go on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you leave us a review, comments, give us a 5-star rating. Believe it or not, we do look at the comments. We appreciate you guys, and those ratings and comments helps more people find our show, helps us get more visibility, and we thank you for that love. And after that, we need y'all to go on over to 285clothing.com. As a matter of fact, Doug, can you hand me that bag right there, man? My bad. I ain't trying to work, Doug. But matter of fact, I got some pieces, man, to show y'all, man. I folded them back up. Appreciate it, my brother. I folded them back. Let me just show y'all this.
It's a QBC moment in the Waterboyz Show this morning.
Some of our brand new merch, man. Look at that. Shut up, or move. Sincerely Atlanta. That was inspired by the Move skit. You can get this at 285clothing.com. This for all the people who love to talk trash about the city of Atlanta but won't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that, dude. Man, we appreciate y'all. You can go to 285clothing.com and get you some of that Waterboyz Show merch. The only reason that me and B Rich don't have that hoodie on right now is because we ate one too many hamburgers. You know what I'm saying? And we can't fit it. So it's for the more in shape individual right now. You know what I mean? But look, the merch is real dope. The merch is real nice. Make sure y'all go to 285clothing.com and support the Waterboyz Show in all forms and fashions. All right, man. Let's get to it, man. Last week, really, it was the same day that we shot our last episode. Our last episode, it was like a 15-minute in and out episode that we put out on Friday. But the day we shot it on Thursday. And later that day, the Falcons and the NFL as a whole had a scheduled release for the 2026 season. And, of course, that's big news when we talk about the Atlanta Falcons and their season and when we talk about just the NFL period. So today, hey, man, we're going to jump into it. We're going to talk about a little bit of that. We're going to talk about some NBA playoffs. We're going to talk about the dream. Man, hey, man, big game in State Farm happened yesterday, man. The atmosphere looked amazing. But we're going to get into it, man. The schedule release, Atlanta Falcons, schedule is out for 2026. Speak on it. What stands out to you, my brother?
Well, before we get into the schedule, what stands out to me, I really enjoyed how they released the content. Mm-hmm. They went back and this is ESPN. They took a bite off that. And they went, this is the Atlanta Falcon football, and they started doing all the skits with Bijan Robinson, with
Drake London, Matt
Ryan. What's the Bulldog name? The rookie, Jalen Walker.
Oh, they did with Jalen Walker.
Yeah,
okay,
it's a whole.
When you said Ricky, I thought you were talking about Zachariah.
Yeah, AJ Terrell. Man, it was really good. Like I was like, damn. They really took the organization is going in a direction that's fan friendly, and how they showed all the skits, and then they had Bijan go on the Xerox copy, and then it showed the schedule. I thought that was awesome.
You know, when I saw it, I applauded it, thought it was dope. But you know the thing I see it, and when people listening and watching, they people love to call cap on stuff people say on the internet. Yeah. But what it made me say is, Trey, you got to follow through with all your ideas. When we started this show, I said we need to do a bunch of skits like ESPN, like SportsCenter. When we started the show, yeah. I said we need to do a bunch of skits like SportsCenter did around us being at the podcast. Yes. That was the very first year. I said that in the first month, we need to do skits like the old Sports Center and put it out there as promo stuff and just do a whole bunch of them. And we didn't do it. And when I saw it, I was like, Trey, hey, man, when he give you them ideas, dog, you have to follow through with the idea. But I love the ideas. I especially love the callback idea and the concept from when Matt Ryan was on there and they wanted the internet.
Yeah.
So Matt Ryan had been on Sports Center when he was, I think, coming into his second year.
He had the number 2 jersey on.
Yeah, and they asked him, you know what I'm saying, what was the password for the Wi-Fi, and he went through this long call, and then they redid that when Kevin Stefanski asked for it, and he got ready to go through it again, and Kevin Stefanski like, man, just share it. You know, we're in a new age now. You can just share the password with me. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was real cool. Of course, Drake London.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Throwing something in the trash, and it got the Saints name on it. You can't beat that with a bat, boy. I love it, man. F the Saints. Yeah. All day, every day. Shout out to y'all, man. F y'all.
Did you see when he was doing the reception at the front desk?
Which one? So you got to tell me about that one, too.
Drake London, it's at the front desk of the Falcons, and it's a guy trying to answer the phone calls. He goes, hello, this is Drake London from the Atlanta Falcons, and he put it out. He said, another reception.
That's hard.
I was like,
that's hard. I ain't gonna lie. The Drake and Kendrick one was real hard, too. Did you see that one? This dude walk up and
and he did like that.
Hey, Drake, this is Kendrick.
This is a new IT guy, Kendrick Drake. Yeah.
That was hard, man. They did a good job. So the one thing that I didn't do that I would love to go back and do, I think I spent a little time doing that today. Every team has a special way that they release the schedule. And I think the Atlanta Falcons are some of the winners, but I have to go and watch every last team that did it. But it's just crazy how the NFL as a whole is so big and they so powerful at this point to where they can turn a schedule release into something that the NBA doesn't even schedule a playoff game on. The NBA didn't schedule a playoff game on that particular date. Now, I'm not in the room to know for a fact that they didn't do it because the NFL had a schedule release, but that has been the talk, that the NFL is so powerful that the NBA had their playoff game fall on the next day and not on that Thursday when the NFL schedule release was set to come out because they knew the NFL schedule release was going to just set a fire to the internet.
All right, well, let's go through some of the schedule, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm going to start preseason. So I think I got the correct schedule. Tell me if I'm wrong. But
well, I hope you got the right schedule since you said let's just jump right into it.
Because you asked me the question. Asked me the question, I didn't answer it. That's why.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You said tell me about the schedule, but I went into the skits.
It's all good, man. I'm just saying, I hope you got the right schedule at this point.
Well, look, is the first one August 5th, 14th against the Broncos? Just making sure.
Hey, man, all you got to do is pull up 2 and 26. Yes, it is.
Okay, because this one pulled us, got the whole... The final game of January 4th in it too, so I'm just making sure I got the right one.
Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I like the first preseason game because playing the Broncos, and I hate the Broncos. I used to live in Denver, so I definitely want to watch that game, even though it's the first preseason game. I'm looking forward to seeing the Division II guy, man, the Jack. What's his name? Strand.
I know. I got to remember it too. I don't know.
But I want to see him play. I'm really excited about watching him play. I'm pulling for him. I hope he makes the team. Hopefully he can become something. 6'4" guy, got a cannon of an arm. We'll see, man. You know I always pull for the overdog. I'm speaking to the water.
Okay. All right, man.
All right. The next preseason game is the Falcons versus the Colts on August 22nd. Then we got another preseason game, the Falcons versus the Dolphins.
Yeah, talking to the mic, my brother.
The Falcons versus the Dolphins on August 28th. And then the first game of the year, September 13th. And I remember when we played these people, the first game of the year, it was at Atlanta, and that's when I thought Russell Wilson was gonna play, and
Justin Fields played.
Ended up playing, and we thought what would be the first song when Russell Wilson came out there. But no, we played the Steelers at the Steelers, which I think is gonna be a tough game.
100%. That's definitely gonna be a tough game.
So can we hopefully we can win that game. The second game, we got
Well, just tell us what all stands out to you about the whole schedule.
Oh. All right, I'll let you do that because I ain't really studied the schedule yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't gonna get on.
Yeah, I was gonna go game by game.
I ain't gonna get on you about that.
You can. But I know we got like 3 prime time games.
I see Mario. The wheels turning Mario head right now. What he's thinking. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get on you about that, man. Yeah, go through it, man. I want us to go through like any games that stood out to you. But if you got to look to talk about which ones stood out to you. I'll go ahead and jump in, man. Like the games that stand out to me, 3, 4, and 5, the 3 primetime games in a row. 3 primetime games in a row for the Atlanta Falcons. To be perfectly honest, the way last season went, I didn't know how many primetime games we were going to get. But when you have a player like Bijan Robinson on your team, you got a Drake London and Kyle Pitts. Hey, man, I guess the NFL wants in on some of that, and they never know what they're going to get from the quarterback position. So that's a pretty tough stretch. To be perfectly honest, man, no first 6 games, first 7 games, man, first 8, 9 is really tough. But I'm going to just start with those 3 primetime games. You got to go see the Packers in Green Bay. You got to go to Lambeau Field. Then week 4, you on Monday Night Football. You got to play the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. And then we come back here week 5, Sunday night versus the Ravens. That is a tough stretch in prime time. And the one thing no fan likes to see is their team get embarrassed on primetime television, man. So that's a really tough stretch to me. 1 through 9 is super, super tough, period. But those 3 games stood out to me because it's primetime and we want a good showing by our boys.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Jeez, man, we could easily be 1-8.
What?
We could easily be 1-8 if it don't go right.
Hold on, man. You're not speaking to the water, bro. You got to speak to the water, man.
No, I'm just saying it's a tough. Let me see. 1, 2, 3.
Be water, my friend.
3, 4, 5. The first 5 games you got 3 road games.
Mm-hmm.
At Pittsburgh, at Green Bay, and at New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we can get through that stretch, man, of the first 5 games and have a winning record, we might be all right. But we could easily be 1-8, man, if you know, basing it on just looking at it on paper. But you know, every year teams change. The question is, have the Falcons turned that corner to become competitive? I think we have. I think the Falcons.
Do you?
I really do.
So why you think we might go 1-8?
I didn't think we were going. I said we could. I'm not thinking we can. I'm just saying it's a tough.
Well,
on paper, it looks tough.
I said to think we could. That's to say we could. That's to think we could.
No, I don't. I'm
not
not saying.
Am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? Am I tripping?
No, bro. What I'm saying is, on paper, we got a tough schedule that we could easily go 1-8. Not saying that we are, but we could. It's a difference. Then we are or we could. It's a big difference.
I didn't say you said we are. I said you think we could.
I said, look at it on paper.
I'm lost, man. I'm tripping. Maybe I'm in the twilight zone right quick.
Yeah.
Because you're saying exactly what I'm saying, but you're saying you're not saying what I'm saying.
I'm not speaking that on the Falcons. I'm not saying that are going to go 1-8. I'm saying on paper,
okay,
it looks like a tough schedule.
Boy, you see everybody saying 1-8 is wild. 1-8 is wild. B-Rich called 1-8. Hey, man.
One of them still a mic. He don't count.
Hey, man, our boy Mark Chaney is in the building. Shout out to Mark Chaney, man.
I mess with Mark Chaney. He just
man.
He said it's wild. It is wild. I hope we don't go 1-8. I think we could go have a winning record. We could probably be. Well, look at you. Oh wow. Put on Trey's face right quick. 17-0. Now that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, as of right now, we don't have any losses.
Hey,
I'm not saying
17-0.
I'm not saying that's what they're gonna go.
I want to see that.
As of right now, we don't have any losses.
The Falcons. Trey Boy Play says the Atlanta Falcons will go 17-0. I'm speaking to the water. That's what it's gonna be. 17-0. You put it on the line.
Well, man, when I look at this stretch, first starting off Pittsburgh, brand new coach on both sides. Brand new coach for us, brand new coach for them. Mike McCarthy coming in, taking over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, it is confirmed that Aaron Rodgers is coming back. He will be the quarterback. What the Steelers will look like without Mike Tomlin, the man who's been there for so many years. We have to wait and see. I don't think Mike McCarthy is a bad coach. I think it's going to be a really, really tough game, man. Then we got to play Carolina here. Carolina, tough opponent, man. If Bryce Young can continue with what he was doing before, they may be real tough, man. That rookie receiver they had last year, I expect him to be even better this year. And then we got to go, like I say, Green Bay Thursday night on a short week coming off a division game. It's coming off a division game at that. Then we got to play the Saints, man. I say I'm going to wait till after I'm gonna wait till after we get out of training camp and the preseason, because I like to see who's on the field and who's not. I don't want to make any predictions before I know who's actually going to be playing come week 1.
But look, let's go through the games. We ain't got to talk on, but I'm just saying, Pittsburgh Steelers, new coach, but still tough team. Carolina Panthers, definitely tough team. They're improved. Green Bay Packers, tough team. Great coach, great quarterback, great defense. New Orleans Saints, rival throughout the records, is always going to be a tough game. Baltimore Ravens, we got to face old Lamar Jackson.
Oh, you know I'm there. I'm about to go ahead and put in my time right now.
Look,
no, I'm gonna be there to see my boy Lamar.
yeah,
Lamar,
Lamar Jackson.
I got to see that.
We got to go through. They got a new coach that we'll see.
I got to see that in person.
I think that's going to be a tough game. Chicago Bears, like one of the most improved teams last year.
Okay, yep.
That's a tough game.
In Chicago. That's the thing. We have to go.
No.
We at home. Thank God we're at home. Okay, I read that wrong. Thank God we're at home.
Then guess
I don't want to have to play them in Chicago.
Guess who's coming around the corner? Coming to town.
49ers.
Our old boy, man. He coming.
Mm-hmm.
We got to face him. We got to pay him back for last year. They hurt Penix that game. Then we got to play Tampa. Tampa throw the records out. Now in Madrid, the Bengals. I'm gonna say, I'm counting that as a win. I don't see, after playing all them tough teams, if we come out, I mean, Joe Burrow good though. Joe Burrow can play.
I was just finna say if Joe Burrow's on the field, if Joe Burrow's on the field, I can't count any of that as a win.
Then Kansas City come to town. We got to see Mahomes. I mean, bro, like
Justin Fields probably gonna be behind center.
Bro, we are balling, bro.
Hopefully.
We are playing. we are playing some real teams. Andy Reid. You know what I'm saying? You call him the GOAT. Now I agree he's the GOAT now. When we first started the podcast,
I think he's one of the GOATs.
Yeah. The Vikings, I mean.
No, that's tough, bro.
Think at the Vikings?
Playing in Minnesota is tough, man.
And the last time we was there, they made the cornerbacks look crazy. Remember?
No, we ran all over them the last time.
I'm talking about when we went up to Minnesota, and they embarrassed the hell out of us.
No, we just ran all over them, man.
No, bro. 2 years ago.
Bajan just had a good. Didn't we just play them last year? We just played the Vikings last year. Bajan had a good game against them.
No, bro. I'm talking about when we went up to Minnesota.
But you said last time.
The last time we went up to Minnesota, they embarrassed the shit out of us.
Didn't the last time we go, didn't Bajan just have a good game against them?
No, when we went to Minnesota, that's when Jefferson. It was a prime time
we played
game.
Them last year. I could have sworn.
No,
we
I'm
played
talking
them
about we didn't play them at Minnesota last year.
We didn't play them at home.
No, you thinking about the Bills or the
No, I ain't thinking about a prime time game.
But are you looking it up? We got to play Detroit Lions, which they have a good team. I mean, damn. I mean, at Cleveland. Y'all count that as a win? I count that as a win. Hopefully Shador has a good game and we shut him down and win. Then we play Washington. We play out.
Shador over Deshaun Watson.
Oh wow, Deshaun Watson, he's back.
Yeah, we beat them 22-6 last year.
I didn't say last year. I'm talking about.
You said last time, and I'm just saying it wasn't our last time.
Did we play them at Minnesota last year?
Yes.
Oh. Well, the time they embarrassed us on prime time.
Okay, that's all I was saying. I was just saying last time we were there, Bajan ran all over them.
I didn't know we played them back to back.
We played them on prime time last year.
Oh.
And Bajan ran all over them. Bajan had over 100-some yards. He had an awesome game last year.
Okay. All right. The Washington Commanders, we got to play old Dan Quinn again. And on the quarterback for LSU. And then the Saints and the Panthers. Man, that's a tough schedule to me, except for the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. All them some tough teams. Did they say we had the easiest schedule? Did I hear that? One of them? What in the hell is they talking about?
Fourth easiest schedule.
Nah. They say we got the fourth easiest schedule.
Hell no.
They're going over wins and losses of last year.
Man, these teams I just named are some teams. And they got some coaches. And they got some players.
Okay, how many teams out here made the playoffs? Steelers made the playoffs. Packers made the playoffs. Ravens made the playoffs. Bears made the playoffs. 49ers made the playoffs.
The Buccaneers, did they make the playoffs?
The Lions made the playoffs, and the Bucs missed the playoffs. The Panthers made the playoffs. So
but listen, the Chiefs didn't make it because they lost their quarterback.
Playoff team 3, 4, playoff team 5, 6, playoff teams.
Bruh.
7.
It's a lot of question marks in it too, though, because you don't know how certain people going
to
come back.
Man, all I say is looking at these teams on paper, knowing what they have. Like,
I mean, I'm just saying. So that kills
That's not
me.
the fort.
That kills me when they say what's easy and what's not, because you never know how it's gonna turn out. We playing 7 playoff teams from last year,
Yeah.
but it's not saying they're gonna be the same. But I'm just saying when you factor in that, I don't be knowing how they come to those conclusions.
Hey, somebody on TikTok, Pecan says the Chicago Bears are beating y'all. No, I'm speaking to y'all now. Y'all gonna lose. Y'all gonna lose bad. All right, speaking to the water.
Okay.
I just don't like people talking shit about the Falcons online. On Pecan, whatever your name is.
So is there any game in here that you want to 100% proclaim and claim as a win automatically? You look at
the Browns. At the Browns, Kevin Stefanski returns to Cleveland and he stomps them out. Shedeur Sanders is the quarterback, or Deshaun Watson.
I'm going to always say the Saints. 2-piece. Two-piece
fish and chips. Some Cajun
You know what,
fish.
man? As tough as it is, I believe we beat the 49ers. I believe we're going to beat the Saints, and I believe when the 49ers come time, I believe we're going to beat the 49ers.
That would be a sweet victory because we're beating Kyle Shanahan. We played him good last year.
I don't have any analytical reasons we're going to beat the 49ers.
You just saying it.
But I look, man, look, it's a new coaching staff. I really don't know what, until we know what exactly we're going to get out of this coaching staff, until we know exactly what it's going to look like, until we know exactly who the quarterback is going to be, we still don't even know exactly who the quarterback is going to be and how this coaching staff is going to use this quarterback who starts. It's kind of tough to even really dig into it and say what we know for a fact or what we feel very strongly about, because I don't even know exactly how each quarterback will be utilized, like which game plans and different things that they will cater to with that quarterback till we even know who that quarterback is.
Well, I can tell you this, man. If both quarterbacks can be healthy and both quarterbacks are playing, if they're healthy, man, both of them could do some damage, man. You know? Man, I'm feeling good about the Falcons, man. I'm feeling good. The reason why, because of Matt Ryan. I love Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan seems like he's setting the tone for this organization. It feels like when John Sherholtz took over the Braves and he started off with the grass, with the field. Mm-hmm. We're going to change the field. We're going to change the concessions, and it's going to bring an atmosphere in here that's going to change everything. And we went from worst to first that year in 91 when John Sherholtz took over. I feel the same thing with Matt Ryan. I think Matt Ryan is coming in, changing the organization, and bringing something into that building that the Falcons haven't had in a long time. And I feel like he's going to come in and produce wins. That's going to produce wins in a cohesive team and franchise, man. And the defense, boy, I feel like our defense, man, I've been looking at it, Trey and Doug and Mario, and I might have to say y'all might be right, bro. It's going to be hard for Troy Anderson to start with all these linebackers that we have. I'm still gonna stand on. I'm still gonna stand on Troy Anderson.
Dog. No. We were 23 minutes in, and we have a Troy Anderson site. It pisses Mario off so bad. Mario's so laid back and cool. He don't say much, but I can see it. I can see the wheels turning.
No.
I was actually gonna make a counter today that said number of episodes without a Troy Anderson mention. I was really gonna do that.
But listen, like, dude, we have some dogs back there, man. But I've been looking at the Oklahoma linebacker. He's 6'5", got some speed. I've been looking at the guy from LSU with the injury. He's the fastest linebacker on the field. Diablo, man, the guy from Houston. Man, we got some fast backers, bro. And I mean, Troy Anderson fast. Man, it's some competition at this linebacker position. I'm still standing on it, man. Troy Anderson,
don't walk it back now.
I'm still standing on it. Troy Anderson will lead the Falcons.
Don't walk it back now.
So I'm still standing on Troy Anderson will lead the Falcons in tackles this year. But wow, we have a strong linebacker group, and Lamar Jackson will not be running up and down the field on us like it wasn't before when we had slow ass Caden Ellison spine the quarterback.
Mark Chaney laughing at you. That's how I feel too, Mark. Hey, but look,
how y'all gonna feel something about a dude? The last game he played, he had 17 tackles and a touchdown. In the game before that, against Kansas City Chiefs, he had 12 or 13 tackles or something like that, and was balling out. I mean, I know he was injured, but then when he plays good. So stop playing with me.
You want to give a take on it, man, that I can clip up. Tell us why Atlanta Falcons fans should believe in Troy Anderson.
If Troy Anderson stays healthy, he's going to do mighty well with the Falcons because he has the speed to do it. He has the instincts, and he's a football
You don't even know. You don't even know.
Hey,
you
man,
don't even know.
By looking at the stats he did in the past when he did play, he played great. He played great. And I will say great with a capital G.
Troy Anderson is in witness protection, bro. He's in witness
All
protection.
right, well, he just got released.
I don't know.
He just got released.
I don't know who he.
We got to get Troy Anderson on the show.
I don't know who he
Troy, we want
tattletaled
you on the
on,
show.
but he's hiding. He's in
I'm
witness
going to
protection.
reach out to Troy Anderson.
He's in football purgatory.
I want Troy Anderson to come on the show.
This man is missing in action.
Hey, man, I'm just
They
saying.
need Rambo to go get this man.
And Rambo has come.
You know what I'm saying? I can go on and on. I can go on and on and on, man.
What's one of them quotes from Rambo?
Man, boy, look, now you asking me to dig
Like,
too deep in my memory.
Arnold was like, hasta la vista. What's Rambo's? Rambo had somebody come on.
I can't remember. But look, we about to jump to a break. Then we're going to come back, man, address some comments, man, and talk more about this.
He's a football.
He's a football. Yeah. Look, he just went mute. He's a football.
I couldn't
now
say.
the man's that's the only way, you know what? That's the only way his ass to get on the field. If the man turns into a damn football. That's the
Man, Troy Anderson, please come through. Please come
Hey
through.
man, even boy, you got on Dukes and Bell live on the radio on the biggest station and said, man, y'all mark this down. And what Carl Duke said. He said,
we marking it?
Oh, don't worry about it. We will.
Hey man, hey.
Don't worry about it. We will.
We had a good time on in this past week's show, man. I like being on 92.9 the game, man.
Yeah,
I see more big things from us, man.
Yeah, I do too. Let's not get too deep into it. We got a break coming up, man.
Hey,
we had a break coming up. we had a break coming.
So you mean to tell me they have an Atlanta Falcon party here at the Blue Flame?
Yes, they having a Falcons party at the Blue Flame.
What?
Hey, bro, they're not gonna let you in. You gotta have Falcons gear. That's why I brought me a Falcon hat.
Man, I ain't putting no Falcon nothing on, player. That's me. I'm Pittsburgh Steeler all day. Steeler Mike. That's what they call me.
Okay.
That's what you know me for.
Okay.
ATL all day.
Okay, well let's see if you get in. Come on.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where you
So
going,
what's
Liz?
up? I'm going in the party.
What you got going on? No,
Hey.
This is the Falcons party.
But I'm still a Mike. What's wrong with the Waterboyz?
I don't know nothing about
What
it.
you gonna do?
I told you. That's why I brought my Falcon and she let me in.
What you gonna do?
What I'm gonna do? Rise up, baby, rise up. In the Blue Flame, chilling with my boys with the Falcons, baby. Yeah, Falcon tailgates in the Flame, baby. Yeah. Rise up. Rise up. Tell them Tokyo Show, Tokyo. Rise up.
Oh boy.
That's a tailgate.
I told you.
I love the Falcons. You
I
told
told you, boy.
You told me.
I told you, boy. Hey, look, check this out. So you rocking with the Falcons now?
Tokyo gonna be playing with the Falcons?
No.
The Falcons. Go Steelers!
Ready to come back in?
Yeah.
Attention all out-of-towners who complain about the city of Atlanta. If you don't like sitting in traffic 1 hour going, 1 hour back, always saying I can't stand Atlanta, guess what? We don't care. Move. Number 2, if you don't like the restaurants, the food ain't this, the food ain't that. They put lemon pepper on everything. Guess what? We don't like it either, but we don't care. Move. Anytime an ice cube fall, they shut the whole city down. In my city, we climb through 100 feet snow. Guess what? We don't care. Move. Always complaining about the parking. They got hookah everywhere you go. They got hookah at Bible study, hookah down at the tag office, hookah at the old folks' home. Hell, they even got hookah down at Kroger. Guess what? We don't care. Move. You heard Goody Mob. If you don't like where I stay, you can just fly away. If you don't like the music, the clubs, the food, or whatever it is, take my advice and remember, we don't care. Move. This message was brought to you by Atlanta University. Move. Yeah, man. Shout out to our boy Stiller Mike once again, man. He's in the building. Y'all show our boy Stiller Mike some love, man. That's our guy. That's my brother, man. We appreciate y'all always representing everything that he does. But look, we about to go to some comments. And so one of the first comments that I want to go to. Hey, pull up that comment by Ray Therese. Go down some, Mario. Yeah.
Just put it back, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like this comment by Ray Torres. Shout out to you, Ray Torres. He says, how you evaluate your team is playing the best of the best, not having an easy schedule like the last few years. I will say this. I agree with him. You want them to play some of the best teams. That's how you know. That's how you go through the fire. You go through a gauntlet, and then you become tough. To by the time that you get to the playoffs or you get to the end of the season and you get into those last division games, you built up a certain level of toughness for your team. So I do agree with him on that. The one thing that, and it's not to his comment, it's just to when people say the easy schedule period, the NFL, the reason why it's so popular is because it's a lot of parity in the NFL. You just never know what team is going to be up. Every year, there are at least 3 or 4 teams who kind of come, you know what I'm saying, from the bottom to the top and show themselves to be better teams. So you never know for 100% what's going to be an easy schedule, what's going to be the tough teams or not. But I do agree with Ray Torres that it is better when you play a tough schedule and you have to play the better teams. It builds your team up, man. Definitely does.
Yeah, Ray Torres, man, I agree with you, man. I definitely want the Falcons to play the tough teams and to show what we are. You know, like I say, the Falcons always seem to beat or play the Super Bowl winners good. You know what I'm saying? We'll win the Super Bowl. Hopefully we can be in that this year. But I definitely want to see us. I'm you know, like, for instance, with college football last year, we had to go play Alabama in the SEC championship. Man, I didn't want to do that. But and Doug, he's like, nah, man, we got to go face them, man. We got to go put belt to ass, and we did. And that felt good to do that. But sometimes, man, I just kind of like want to avoid it and just get there and win.
I think in the long, and we don't have to get into the Dogs. I think in the long run, that actually hurt the Dogs. I think that's part of why they didn't make it to the championship. I think when they won that game, I think that break. I think they were really rolling. They were on, but I think that break hurt them. I really do.
It seemed like a lot of teams that had that break, you know.
Yeah, I think it hurt Georgia. When you have a team who, and I'm not saying it's not a talented team, but when you have a team that doesn't have a dominating, you know what I'm saying, amount of players on the field who the top talent, you need that to where those players who have worked themselves into that type of position, you need them to continue to play so they don't lose. And they had a young team. You don't want to give a young team time off to where they got time and they lose, like they win a groove. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. We can get on that another time. What we got next?
I see somebody talking about, go ahead.
Montrez Hollis says, we whooping Green Bay. Watch.
There wasn't no explanation.
Don't believe them, just watch. But anytime you say we whooping, I had to. You know
it was somebody that said something about I was backtracking
and
whatever. Click that comment.
Oh yeah, it was. I think it was Falcons Fandemic. Atlanta Falcons Fandemic.
Right
there you go. But he said, "Be rich, be walking back and standing on business at the same time."
I like that. I like that Fandemic. I was kind of like looking at the linebackers, but when I did make that statement, we didn't draft them 2 linebackers. And our free agency wasn't done, but I'm still standing on business. I'm gonna stand on business because dude can ball out if he stays healthy. So I'm standing on business. Let's see. But he up against some athletic guys. We shall see.
Okay. All right. We hear you, my brother. You know,
my Florida
voice. Damn. I don't know exactly what that was in reference to.
I like it.
You know what that was in reference to.
Which one?
Troy Anderson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Dang. Troy Anderson, man. I'm sick of talking about it.
I told you, man, I'm kind of worried. With these on.
Kind of worried.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried that you actually believed in them. You know what I'm saying? I am. I'm kind of
Troy
worried.
Anderson, man, I'm going to hit you up today on Instagram.
Dog, man,
I'm trying to get you on the show,
that man. The witness protection. So Jake _7167, he said, I believe. Don't worry.
That's right,
believing
Jake.
in the team.
That's
man.
right. I do too,
Don't
Jake.
worry. Dexter Tillman Jr. said, we got to go at least 500 against the AFC North.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely, man. That's always tough. Ray Torres, he said, out of all the games that I would be eager to watch as a Falcons fan is the San Francisco 49ers because Raheem Morris is the 49ers defensive coordinator and will circle this game against the Falcons.
Raheem Morris can coach some defense and he can coach.
Okay.
He just picked the wrong coordinators.
He might be a little upset.
And he might be a little upset. It's an understatement. It's going to be a good game, Trey. And it's here. You got 2 former Atlanta Falcon coaches. They going to want to whoop our ass. Ooh-wee.
Then our boy Stiller Mike, he brought up in the preseason, we didn't bring this game up, but he's absolutely correct. Falcons have to face a homegrown quarterback, Malik Willis. Our boy be there. That's week 3 in the preseason.
He probably ain't going to play that game.
Oh, no, that's in Miami, so it won't be here. I know Black going to be there.
But I'm saying,
I already know all y'all going to be there, Black.
Yeah.
I would love to go. I ain't lying. If y'all flying, I ain't going. If y'all driving, I might jump in.
Check it out. Check it out.
I might jump in.
I want y'all to we're gonna start a GoFundMe for Trey going to Miami to see Malik Willis.
No, I don't never need people to do a GoFundMe for
Why?
me. I don't need a GoFundMe.
It's fun.
I don't want to.
Okay, well I want one. I want one. Give me one. I want one.
I don't need a GoFundMe.
Get me. You know what I want to do? You know what I like to do?
I don't need a GoFundMe.
You know what I like to do eventually? I would like for the Waterboyz Show to go to every away game that the Falcons play one year.
Okay.
I would love for us to do that. And go live. Not from the game, but while we're there. You know, find some time to go live and do a show.
But not GoFundMe, though. That's usually for more serious.
Why? Why not?
Oh, Black say the Attic Crew bus going. Oh,
there you go.
what date that is? That's on a Friday? Oh, yeah. I'm there.
There you go.
That's on a Friday?
There
Oh,
you
yeah.
go.
Oh, yeah. I'm on the bus.
There you go.
Unless they leave Thursday night. They leave Thursday night, I might get left. They leave Friday morning, I'm there. But more than likely, they're going to leave Thursday night, man, because, you know, you take time to drive down there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, speaking of that, like we really do, we need to do some trips, some live events, like a real trip. Like, you know, set up something, a bus trip, and connect with our fans, man. We need to sit down with One Time for the Fan. Shout out to everybody over at One Time for the Fan. Get some game from them. Because they do it real big.
Okay.
They go to all the away games. They set up fan experiences. It's one of the best Falcons organizations that you can that's themed around the Falcons. They're not part of the Falcons. I'm saying they're themed around the Atlanta Falcons. That set stuff up for the fans. They love us. They support us. So we just need to chop it up with them, get a little game, and put something together.
Mark Chance said you're going to Madrid. I've been to Madrid, Spain one time.
I would love to go for the game.
I got a chance to go to the European MTV Awards, which B.O.B. and Haley Williams got a chance to sing.
Man, nobody want to hear about all that, man.
Airplanes, man.
Nobody want to hear about all that, man. He asked now we going for the Falcons game.
I was talking about my experience in Madrid, Spain.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Oh,
calm
damn,
down, man.
You know that be fucking me up, y'all. Got a chance to go there. It was cool. But yeah, what else?
Austin Butler say the best show in ATL. I love that, man. I love it. I appreciate the love, man. Appreciate that, man. Alvin Coxon, 2267 said, all I know is Penix is under center. Keep him upright and we will be okay. All right, then, man. I want to see Penix out there balling, but we're going to see. And then the underscore Vills said, tank for another QB. Would you like to see that? Would you like to see the Atlanta Falcons tank?
Nah, I don't want to see us tank. We got our first round pick. I want to see us. I mean, I do want to get us the right quarterback for the organization. So we'll see if we have the right one.
Let me say this. I want to ask you this. This is just a question about just being a fan, period. Does asking for your team to tank make you a loser fan?
No. And the reason why is if it was like Michael Vick coming out or somebody coming out and you really want that to make your team great, I definitely want to tank.
Okay.
For sure. If it's like that, you know, if it's a chance, one in a lifetime chance to get that guy you want to get and it's going to make your team greater, you know, knowing that your team is mediocre and ain't nothing going to improve it, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like the Cleveland Browns right now. Who they got to look forward to?
They got Shador.
I like Shador.
If they put him on the field.
We'll see.
Man, I say this. The reason I ask that, because I hear it all the time. I see it in the comments when somebody be like, if the season's going well, they be like, we need to lose the rest of these games. Then somebody will come in and be like, I don't have that loser mentality. Man, boy, shut up. You better stop.
I tell you what, man.
Wanting your team to lose don't make you a loser.
I tell you what,
just
man.
like Want them to win, don't make you a winner.
I tell you what, the Washington Wizards.
It just does not.
The Washington Wizards, perfect example. They didn't play Trey, they didn't play Anthony Davis, and they got the number 1 overall pick. They played to lose. They tanked it. They mailed it in.
Man, they NBA gave that. No.
Well, regardless,
They set it up. They were like, okay, they gave them Trey, they gave them Anthony Davis. Let's go ahead and throw them one more bone. Let's go ahead and see if we can push this team over the top.
they gonna look. They got Alex Zar. They got some pieces.
Yeah, that's what they did. Now, I just think it's funny, though. I just think it's funny because, so I've never sat back and asked for a team to tank. I've never sat back and rooted for the team to lose every single game for a draft pick. But for the people who do it, I don't crap on them either and tell them they're a loser. I might say, come on, bro. You can't do that. But I don't call people losers because it's people who say, I'm just not built like that. You know what I'm saying? Man, shut up, dog. You ain't on the field.
Man, if win beyond, if you could get a win beyond and tank and get him, I'm a tank. I think Mark Cuban went on an interview and like kind of mistakenly said he was tanking when they was trying to get Cooper Flag.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, they definitely, man. I just asked. I don't want to derail the show with that. I just think, what you want to say, Mario?
No, I was trying to get us back on track. Speaking of tanking, 4 teams that didn't are in the NBA conference finals right now. So yeah, let's get back to the conference finals. Let's get this thing back on track.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mario, he ready to jump to the NBA.
Yeah,
I'm not. I want to.
Why not?
Because I want to talk about something else that I was excited about. It has something to do with basketball.
Okay. All right. Let's hear what you're excited about.
I'm excited about the dream, man. I'm excited about the dream. They said that last night's game at State Farm Arena was the loudest State Farm Arena has been in some time.
Did you watch it?
Game. I didn't watch it. I heard it.
So how excited are you?
I'm super excited. I didn't know they was playing, but I went back and I studied the games and I saw they was 2-1, 3-1. And I saw Ryan was playing. Why Ryan didn't play last night?
concussion protocol.
Okay, she had concussion protocol. There's another lady out there balling, man.
We gotta go to a game.
Yeah. What's the lady's name?
It's a few.
No, it's the one that's scoring the most the last 3 games.
Alicia Gray.
Yeah, Alicia Gray. Yeah. Tell me about her, Mario.
I mean, she went to South Carolina. She was on that team with Asia Wilson in South Carolina. Been in the W for about 6 years.
How long she been with the Dream?
This is her 3rd year in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken.
She balling
got
out,
drafted
man.
by Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. Everybody says the best atmosphere in State Farm Arena is a Dream game. We have to go to a Dream game. We didn't know it. When we get off, we need to just pull up the schedule,
and go ahead and
circle a game, and just buy some tickets. Figure out a game that they're playing that all of us can go, and then we just go. Well, all of us who want to go. And then we just go. We're gonna do that before we leave today. Once the show is done, we need to make sure we show support. Of course, our guy CM, the DJ, he's still the PA announcer, still doing his thing. He had a chance to introduce Angel Reese as she ran out on the floor. And dog, it looked like they had the game in hand.
You watched it?
But no, I just caught the end of highlights. I was working.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it looked like they were able to pull the game. Looked like they were able to pull the game off. But you playing against the champs.
But listen,
we didn't have
our best player playing.
They were playing against the champs.
And we didn't have our best player playing. We only lost by 1.
Yeah. So they were playing against the champs, and looking at the way it ended, I mean, they had the opportunity. Looked like it was some tough buckets made down the stretch, but hey, I mean, Vegas, they pulled it off in the end. You know what I'm saying? The Aces, correct? Yeah, man.
Yep,
they pulled it off in the end. So, man, dog, it's amazing how far the WNBA has come. And I know it's a lot of people who still want they still want to have this Caitlin Clark discussion. And I'm never crapping on Caitlin Clark. But I think it's cool that no matter how the eyes got put on the WNBA, it's cool that these ladies are starting to get their just due and people starting to really get into the sport. You know what I mean? I admit myself, I have not been a person who has paid attention to the WNBA like that. When they start getting down the stretch, they start making playoffs and the games are showing, I start watching. When we getting in the summer and things like that and nothing else is on, I start checking some of the games out. But I'm going to do a better job at trying to see really what's going on. Because, I mean, they right here in the city, and they are actually making the city look good. Like, they're one of the teams who are not embarrassing us here in the city. And it's only getting stronger. And I don't want to be one of those ones who I'm only there once they've already climbed the mountaintop.
You know what I'm excited about?
That's when I show up.
You know what it's like?
I want to be there through the journey.
You know what it's like? It's like the 80s, man. When Bird and Magic came in and the NBA just exploded and became popular. I feel like that's going on for the WNBA right now. I feel like the WNBA is in their 80s moment right now, and the sport is taking off and taking this to the new heights, man. I got a chance to see, Angel Reese. She seems like she's just going to be there to get rebounds and just a presence, and I think it's just the popularity of her. I don't think she's going to be a scorer like that from what it looks like the first 3 games.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, dog, we definitely got to be in the building. Man, this I want to read a couple more comments, man, before we move all the way. See, it's some chatter. It's some chatter in the chat. Go back up
Gotcha.
some.
And while I'm pulling that up, I got a correction. It's Alicia Gray's 10th season. I didn't realize it's been that long. But yeah, 10 years in.
10 with the dream.
In the W period. So she was drafted by Dallas, and then she's been in Atlanta for, I want to say, 3 or 4 seasons.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now this thing, man, has a content creator game been set. Now, but we definitely gonna put one together. I was definitely talking with our guy, Big Low Country, and so we're gonna put something together. We're gonna figure it out where everybody can get together, man. So don't worry about it, Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. Whether we do it for preseason or something like that, we're gonna definitely put something together. We also have an event coming in the summer with Myles Garrett, not Myles Garrett from Cleveland, but Myles Garrett, who was on Fox 5, who is now doing his own show, the Nest ATL. We're going to do a combined show, so we all need to just make sure we get up. But we're going to put that together, man. Don't even worry about it. Somebody says, can we get a Falcons schedule prediction? I know me, for Trey, I'm not going to predict anything until I know who the starting quarterback is. Oh, you talking about the 17-0?
Yeah.
No, we 17-0 right now.
We 0-0 right now.
Oh no, we 17-0 in my mind right now. You know what I'm saying?
Give a prediction, man. Let's give a prediction.
I don't know who's on the field yet. I don't like to give a prediction time, but you can.
No, if I give a prediction, you gonna have to give a prediction, and then we can do a prediction when you know everybody's on the field. Prediction.
No, I would give a prediction once I know who's all on the field. That's just how I prefer to do it. I like to know who's on the field. It's almost like you picking those folks who have a fantasy draft in May. Like, what the hell are you doing? You're picking a fantasy draft in May. Why don't you see who's healthy?
I don't know. Snap about what's going on with the other team. We're gonna go 11-6 when making the playoffs. That's my prediction.
You've been saying that for the past 3 years.
No, I ain't never said that. I ain't never said that. Don't say that. Don't put it on me. I didn't say 11-6.
What you said last year?
I didn't say that.
What you say then?
I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't say 11-6.
Okay. So what you say? Higher?
Yes.
Okay.
I did say higher.
Okay, well, what you say then?
I don't remember.
Well, how you know you said higher?
Because I know it's like maybe 4. I mean, 4. Like we lost 4 games.
Okay.
I think I was on that.
Okay, look, man. Let's take it back
but
to
11-6, I feel like we're going to do that in playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm sticking on
B-Rich just gave his prediction.
Y'all just scared.
Okay.
But y'all throw y'all predictions. Y'all ain't scared.
What that's supposed to make me feel like, ooh, my bad. He said I'm scared. I got to do it.
Yeah. Ooh. Why you scared?
Ooh. B-Rich said I'm
You
scared.
just said we're going 17-0.
Ooh, B-Rich said I'm scared.
And then you try to make it be right. You said 17-0. We 17-0 now. No, we're not. We 0-0 right now. Somebody said we're going 20-0.
You ready to go to the NBA?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, man. So listen, man. Conference finals, right?
Mm-hmm. It's all set.
It's set. In the East, we got Cleveland and the New York Knickerbockers.
Mm-hmm.
And over in the West, we have the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. What's your early thoughts about these 2 series?
That all the teams got 7-footers, and you said we don't need a 7-footer.
I didn't say we didn't need a 7-footer.
Yeah.
That's not what I said.
You said we need a playmaker.
With the 8 picks, that's what everybody forgets. Like, we have another pick to draft. We have free agency to draft. I think there's more 7-footers.
All these teams got 7-footers.
Let me finish. There's other teams that could come in, and the Cavs, they don't, because I don't think Jared Allen is a straight 7 feet. He's 6'11". That's not 7 feet technically. I'm just saying technically.
All right, but I will say this, like,
technically,
you got the one everybody want to see. You got OKC, and you got Victor Wembanyama.
What's his name?
Victor Wembanyama. Did I say it right?
No, but go ahead.
Say it.
Just call him Wemby, dog. That's what I do.
Wemby the Pooh.
Okay. That man gonna slap the fire out your mouth when you see
God dang. I hope not. So, it may be that we may be witnessing something to where the passing of the guard is coming to where he takes over and take him to the chip, man. I think everybody probably pulling for him. What you think?
So look, man, I don't know if it's a changing of the guard because I think everybody expected Wemby. Once everybody saw Wemby the first month in the league, I think everybody said, man, if this dude stays healthy, who's going to stop them? Who's going to stop the San Antonio Spurs? But I am rolling with OKC. I'm rolling with OKC. I'm rolling with experience. Now, San Antonio has gotten the better of them in the regular season. So I'm not saying it's going to be easy, and San Antonio could very well beat OKC. I'm just interested to see how the young guys who just won a championship show up in their second year. It's going to be a tough series. I think it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out series. Mario sent me a clip where you had Wemby and you had Chet going back and forth when they were younger before they were really in the league. And they've been having battles, since they've been in the league. So it's going to be a tough series. I don't know if anybody just straight up dislikes each other, but it may be something competitive. Oh, they hate each other?
Victor Wembanyama hates Chet Holmgren.
He said that?
Yes, this is hate. It's going to be. We're going to.
Wow, hold on, I got to find that. He's come out and said that he can't stand
that you're
him.
talking about was they've hated, they've been going against each other since they were 17 years old. So what I sent you was the NBA was the FIBA Worlds 19U. USA won that game. Wemby went off, and Chet ended up being game MVP with 10 points or something like that. And that was the moment when Victor Wembanyama hated Chet Holmgren. So it's real beef. It's not it's real beef there. We might get a fight game 3. And then there's something else that happened that I don't think we've alluded to it yet, but that's going to be a factor too.
Okay, so I'm gonna be interested to see. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I was about to say I don't know if it was hate. It's just real competitive.
No, it's hate.
Dislike, but Mario says it's hate. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, dog. Because if somebody hates you, I'm sure you have strong feelings about them. Now Chet, he's nowhere near the player that Wembanyama is. He's nowhere near.
But he's
the
a
player.
key piece though.
You know, I mean, yeah, he is, but he's nowhere near the player that Wemby is. So, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how it shakes out. But man, old Shea Gill, 2-time MVP. We'll see, man. It's a series I'm looking forward to. And
I tell you, as far as the Eastern Conference, I do not want the Knicks to win. I do not want them to make it to the championship. I'm still saying F the Knicks fans, man. Still riding.
You're in a bad spot when it comes to the East.
I know. Just saying. I don't want the Knicks to win.
You're in a bad spot. You want to know why? Because you got the Knicks on one hand. Then you got the guy who you said would never win a championship or even get the one on the other team.
I ain't never say you wouldn't get the one.
Okay, well, you got the guy you said never get. The guy who you said is a loser.
James Harden, right?
Yeah.
He is.
Okay. We don't have to go down that rabbit hole. I still don't know how the man is a loser. But I will say this. The talk about him not showing up, he doesn't do anything to change it. Because last night, he had a horrible game by his standards in a Game 7. Shout out to Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. And one of the guys came off the bench. I can't remember his name, but Spider, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. If it wasn't for them as far as starters, because James Harden, but he didn't do any of the lifting.
I told you though, he
didn't do any of the lifting.
He not that
Nah,
dude.
He didn't do any of the lifting last night. I'm talking about, boy, it was bad. I ain't gonna lie, it was bad last night. What he scored 6-7 points?
It was low, but the wild part was he didn't have to contribute. He was a facilitator, and Donovan Mitchell had it. They just rolled Donovan Mitchell to a conference final.
Yeah, but you look at what he shot. That's why I gotta pull it up, man. You look at what he shot. I was still
it was
and I've been defending James Harden in certain comments with you and I in our conversations. But when I looked at what he shot, I was like, dang, boy, he was 1 for 6 from 3. It was really bad in a Game 7. And I'm saying he hasn't done anything to change the way people feel about him, man. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see how things turn out in this conference finals. My son is Wemby all day long. He going for Wemby all day.
That's what I'm going for.
Long.
I'm going for Wemby. I'm going for the Spurs. Man.
Okay, so James Harden, he scored 9 points.
Bruh, he sucks, man.
Hold on. Listen. Okay, we know how you
He's
feel.
not a
about
winner.
it. He went 2 for 10. I said he went 1 for 6 from 3. He went 0 for 6 from 3. We just need more than that in the game 7. Had they lost that game, boy, it would have fueled it. But man, let me ask you this. So my son busted in my room yesterday. Boom, pissed off. My 14-year-old, he pissed off. SGA won back-to-back MVPs. My son was pissed off because he said Wembanyama should have won the MVP. He feels like Wemby was robbed. And he gave some good arguments on why Wemby should have been the MVP. What do you think? Do you have any thoughts on SGA winning it over Wemby?
I don't have no strong thoughts on it because I'm not a big SGA or I'm a Wemby fan because of his hype, but I really haven't followed his seasons. Both the guys' seasons this year to have an argument about it, but I mean it's so unfair with Wemby how tall he is. It seems like he should win it every year. Defense? Did he win Defensive Player of the Year?
He did.
Yeah. So it seems like he can win everything, bro. So it's kind of unfair, because you kind of see where it's going. If he stays healthy, he's going to be the MVP every year just because it's just his size advantage. He's just a freak of nature.
I think this is like the year. And correct me if I'm wrong. Did David Robinson win an MVP over Jordan one year?
Over Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, it was over. Yeah. So I think we got a situation like that. This was my son's argument, man. Shout out to Christian, man. Like I just sat there and just listened to him. He busted in the room and he was like, man, I just don't understand this. He was like, man, I think people are confusing what SGA does offensively and using that against Wemby. Wemby doesn't score as many points as SGA, but he does so much more on defense. Look how many blocks the man is averaging 4 blocks a game. Look at the way he changes shots in the lane. Look at the way the whole team has to change up their game plan for everything Wemby does. Wemby is a more important player on both sides of the ball. He scores the ball, he rebounds, he plays defense. SGA not playing defense like Wemby. And Wemby can score just like SGA. He just doesn't because he has other people that get a ball to and that score. So this was my son's argument, which I thought was a pretty decent argument. And then he stormed out the room because his friend texted him something, told him he was stupid. And my son was like, this dude's really making me mad. Him and his friend were going back and forth. But I'll say this, it's one of those situations to where so many players have faced this, right? When you have a player who's already done it and the eye is on him, they want to give it to that player and until there's a little bit of fatigue when it comes to that player. And it's just hard for a new player to win MVP. Just like last season, there's some people who didn't think SGA should have got it last season. A lot of people felt like Joker could have gotten it again. You know what I'm saying? Last season. And it's continued to go like that, but they went ahead and gave it to SGA. And I believe I don't like saying things too far ahead, but I think it's easy. I think this is an easy prediction. If Wemby stays healthy, I think he would win MVP next season because he didn't get it this year. If he does what he did this year, next year, and they continue to play well, I think he'll get it next year. For some reason, the voting goes like that. SGA claimed 83 out of 100 first-place votes. Wemby finished third in voting behind runner-up Joker. I don't. I
think Wemby was he injured sometime this year?
I don't think he had a long stretch.
He didn't miss enough games for
being
that.
out. Yeah, he didn't have a long stretch.
The argument was his usage because the way the Spurs play him and use him, he doesn't play a lot of minutes. So he's really effective in a short amount of time, which would make a better argument for why you should actually be an MVP. I think at this point, voters are just upset that we're getting cheated out of possible 70-point, 30-rebound games because we are. And I'm kind of one of those people. Just let that man play. I'm selfish on that.
Well, a lot of people are going in. A lot of people saying that the NBA messed up and Wemby is, and even Mario texted in the thread last night and said the league about to pay for it. The league is about to pay for Wemby not winning his MVP. But man, we're gonna see. It's what we've been waiting for You got OKC, the reigning champions, and then you got the alien. You got the alien, but the Monspurs. Instead of the Monstars, they ought to call them the Monspurs because this dude is a straight up. I'm talking about they took him straight out of Space Jam, put him in a Spurs jersey, and said he was from France. You know what I'm saying? But look, I want to ask you something else about the playoffs. When Spurs went ahead and moved ahead and beat the Minnesota Timberwolves with how many minutes left in the game? Probably about 7 to 8 minutes left in the game,
Like 8 minutes left in that game.
About 8 minutes left in the game, they were up 30 points on Minnesota. Had Minnesota taken the starters out?
Yeah, they were pulling. Both teams are pulling the starters at this point.
Okay, 8 minutes left. 30. They were up 30 points. San Antonio Spurs. Anthony Edwards got up off their bench, walked over to the Spurs, congratulated them on their win. A lot of people have been coming down like very strong on Anthony Edwards about that, saying that he was wrong. That's not showing good competitiveness. That's all. Nobody called him a loser, but it did show that wasn't sportsmanship. Some people saying that's showing a level of not competing the way you should. What are your thoughts on Ant-Man going over and congratulating the Spurs with 8 minutes left in the game, down by 30?
I mean, check it out, man. Like, we all from Atlanta, man, and we all know the Atlanta mentality. Like, he wasn't hating or he just was like, man, y'all got us, and he was mad. He didn't want to lose. He losing by 30 points. He got taken out of the game, and he was pissed off. So he's like, you know what, y'all got us, man. So he went up there, and he congratulated. I could understand, but I could understand why people may take that wrong. But, like, Trey, we've been there. All right, y'all got you, man. He gave it up to him. He didn't want to, but he did out of respect. But he knew they weren't coming back, and he knew he wasn't playing no more. He was mad. He was frustrated. He loved the game. He wanted to win. So he was frustrated. And he went and congratulated them. And he's showing his team. He was just mad. He was just pissed off, bro. That's what I think.
Well, I'm going to say this, man. The man played on a hyperextended knee.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear anything about, like, not showing competitiveness, not showing competitive fire. The man played on a hyperextended knee. Dog came back sooner than any of us thought he was going to come back. We thought he was done for the first 2 rounds. That's what a lot of people were saying, oh, man, but what are they going to do? They end up still winning the first round. People didn't think that he was going to be there for the second round. The man was there game 1. He was there game 1. Like, I literally didn't think he was going to play. He was there game 1. And we down 30. Coach took me out. I'm not even on the court. What the hell kind of competitive fire I'm showing on the bench? I can't even help turn the outcome. So guess what? The starters are out. They putting our benches in. We know our bench probably not finna give up, finna take a 30-point lead, you know what I'm saying, or knock down a 30-point deficit. He just went and congratulated them. Did the optics look bad in some people's eyes? Yeah, and they can bring up the way that Isaiah and them walked off on Jordan, them wouldn't even dap them up, and people really wanted to show that they wanted to win. Nobody gave up. Man, stop, dog. Stop. Like I don't have anything negative to say about Ant-Man. For the people who do, hey, you entitled to your opinion. I don't have anything negative to say about Ant-Man when it comes to that. Team down 30, 8 minutes left, taking the starters out. This man that played on the hyperextended knee. Boy, you better stop. Stop it, man. Lay off the man. Plus, that's how I got. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got. We want him to come back home, man. So just stop it, man.
I definitely want to come back home.
Yeah, we just stop it.
Would Jordan have done it?
Well, we know, in people's eyes, Jordan would have went out there by himself and scored 80 with 2 minutes left. I don't know if Jordan would have done it.
I don't know. Competitive thing. It's that new age though. Like,
yeah, I don't look at it as bad. Like,
yeah,
I definitely feel where you're coming from.
Soft. You getting soft in your way, that boy.
I'm not getting soft about nothing. I think what he did was he was mad. Like I said, he was mad. He went and dapped them up. He couldn't play. He was mad at his team.
I don't knock it. I don't knock it.
I don't knock it at all. That ain't soft. Like
we just went. What was that game? 6 or 7?
I think he was trying to show. I think he was trying to show his team, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's trying to send a message to his team. Like, damn, I'm out here playing on a bum knee. I'm out here doing this and that. We lose by 30. Come on, guys. I think he felt like that.
I think it's just because it was during the game. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people feel that way. If it would have been after the game, I don't think a word would have been said. But who knows? After the game, if he would have been smiling, people would have been like, look at him, man. He's smiling. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And then, like Doug said something that's what people are going to ask nowadays, man. They need to change that, too. That WWJD, what would Jordan do? That's what they need to change that, too, now. What would Jordan do? Because when it comes to basketball, that's what WWJD.
To be honest with you, if Jordan was in today's society, he probably would be suspended from the league, all the stuff he was doing.
I will say this, and Kobe's my favorite player. Kobe sat on the sideline and cried. If Ant-Man did that, they'd be talking bad about him too.
I just know them two.
Now he did, you know what I'm saying? He sat there and cried.
The most competitive people that I've probably ever seen.
No, they are. But I guess what I'm saying, and it's not a knock on Kobe, I think it's a knock to the reaction of people nowadays. Yeah. If Kobe did that now, sat on the sideline and cried when they clearly about to lose a playoff series, I think people would be on his head now. Social media wasn't around at that point. You know what I'm saying? I think now, if that happens to a player now, pick a player. You know what I'm saying? Pick any other top guys. If they're sitting there crying, I think people are talking about them in a negative way. You know what I'm saying?
To me, crying, I wanted this so bad. You know what I mean? Like that shows me, again, your heart. Especially if you went out there and left it all on the court. But, I mean, this new age player, man, we just soft on them. But
you look, you a level thinker though. You're not jumping on the internet in folks' comments telling this guy's a loser. He sucks. He's trash. So you're not that type of person anyway. But for those who are, I really do. I think if Kobe Bryant and Shaq were at that point now and they losing, and especially the way certain people hated Kobe, and he was crying on the sideline now, I definitely think that people would be. Now in football, we don't really knock the football players at the end of a Super Bowl or playoff loss to sitting there with the towel over their heads. We don't really knock them. And but it's something about basketball, dog. It is. It's something about, and I'm not blaming basketball. I'm just saying maybe the players are more visible because we see their faces. It's only a few of them. I don't know. I'm just throwing out things that could be a possibility.
Let me ask you, would you have come out the game?
I mean, now that's a whole nother point. Like, are you gonna stay in the game? Like, okay, now I'm finna be out there with bench players to prove what? You already got a hyperextended knee.
I'm saying, would you have wanted if you're the leader of the team, would you want your team to stay in there and try to battle it out?
Let's at least get down about 5 minutes and see what we got. They get down about 5 minutes to where it's not mathematically possible.
I mean, the quarter just started. Like, let's be real.
Well, let's wait till it's not mathematically possible anymore. You know what I'm saying? But look, coach took them out. You already have surrendered the game, and so that's another reason he did it. Once the coach is taking them out, you surrender.
He probably was pissed.
You wave the white flag. It's over. It's over.
Now thinking about it though, that's probably why he did it. Think about it though. You take him out. 8 minutes left in the game. He goes and congratulates the other team. He probably didn't want to come out the game, and the coaches took him out. And he's like, you know what? He was pissed. You got to look at it like that, too.
He might have. That could have been. That could have been.
Yeah, so sis, with the Cordell shot, she said Jordan would refuse to come out the game.
Yeah. And Ant-Man got that same type of mentality to me. So I kind of feel that was his statement to saying, damn, you took me out the game. I don't want to come out the game. But, all right, y'all want to end the game now? I'm going to go and graduate him now. Maybe that's how he took it, bro.
That's fair.
I ain't going to lie. I ain't mad at that. Yep. I ain't mad at that. Yeah, that does make some sense. I ain't mad at that. Yeah, man. But hey, man, we at it. We at it, man. Shout out to everybody that spent time with us today. Is there anything else, man? Is there anything else that we would like to touch on before we leave?
What are your expectations for the Falcons this year, and how do you feel about all the moves that they have made?
As far as what?
This past offseason.
I mean, I like the draft. I like what we did in the draft. Free agency. I mean, I don't think we had a horrible free agency. Of course, we weren't able to bring in any big names, but we weren't really spending any money like that. I mean, I'm not mad at what we've done. My expectations for them, I don't have playoff expectations for them because I don't really know what to expect at the quarterback position. If I knew for a fact Mike Penix was coming back healthy and that he was going to be the quarterback, I would say let's go. I don't know what they're going to get out of Tua. I don't know what they're going to get out of Mike. So I got to see, man. My expectations right now are definitely not through the roof. I'm not going to sit here and condemn them and say we're going to have just a losing, horrible record. But I got to wait and see. I got to see how this new coaching staff gels. I think we've been on record that we weren't the highest on the coaching staff, but I'm starting to come around now. So I just got to see how they put things together. I like the draft, though. Love what the Falcons did in the draft. Love the adding Zachariah Branch. Love adding Avion. And a lot of the linebackers, they're intriguing. So let's see. I think defense is going to be tough no matter what. And I think Bajan, he going to make plays.
Well, I tell you what, man, we'll go on this note. Do you realize that the projections are we will have the second most cap space coming into next season? The second most out of everybody in NFL cap space. So I'm excited about our future. I'm excited about the direction we're going in. And I'm looking forward to this season. I did make a prediction today, but I won't be mad if we don't make the playoffs. I'm just watching the setup for next year.
Okay.
And hopefully we have some good times this year.
Well, we'll see, man. The thing I think we all keeping our eyes on is Tua, Mike Penix. That's what we all keeping our eyes on. And how they able to utilize Kyle Pitts.
I feel like this, too. I feel like our defense is going to be good. So I don't think we're going to have no 38 to, no blowout games. I think the games are going to be real close. I feel like we're going to win 17-14. I think we're going to have a defensive struggle. Like our defense is going to make other offenses struggle. That's what I'm hoping for. And our offenses and our kickers will come through and win some games for us.
So J Monty 25 said, man, how do y'all feel about the Falcons head coach so far? In the beginning, I think we both were on record that we weren't the happiest about the pick. We starting to come around to at least let's see. We've given the staff our support. Let's see what they go out and do. I like the staff that he's put together. The only question mark a little bit was Tommy Reese, the offensive coordinator, because he's very young, but we'll see. So I'm just anxious to see how they end up running things out on the field.
Yeah, Jay Monte, I was pissed when we signed Kevin Stefanski. It really upset me, but I've cooled off on that. I'm watching how things are gelling. Hopefully, man, Matt Ryan made the right decision. Ian Cunningham made the right decision on the team. We shall see, man, because a lot of people talked about Kevin Stefanski as a person and as a coach, and that he did win the Coach of the Year twice in Cleveland, which I don't, really care about that. I want to just see it translate into Falcons going to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl. That's what I want to see. That's all that matters to me. But I'm more, like Trey says, I'm more open, and I'm trusting Matt Ryan. Because the person I wanted was Kubiak. That's what I wanted.
Well, look, we're gonna end on this note. If you could pick one of these games to go to that's an away game for the Falcons, which game would you pick?
I want to go to the New Orleans Saints game. I want to experience that. I want to experience the hate week. I want to go there, eat some good food, talk some good ish, and watch us with a win and leave talking ish. That would be fun.
If I had to pick a game, I ain't gonna pick one. I'm gonna pick two. I'm gonna pick the one against the Bengals just because, hey man, who doesn't want to go to Madrid? You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want to go abroad and see your team play? But as far as regular season games, teams I would love to go to their stadium and see, man, I want to go to a Packers game. I want to go to Lambeau Field. I would love to see. I would love to see the Atlanta Falcons play in Lambeau Field. That's a Thursday night game. I would love to see that, and that's gonna be a night game too. I would love to see the Atlanta Falcons play in Lambeau, man. I would love to see that, man. Just the history. I mean, Steelers game, Pittsburgh Steelers game, not bad either to go to their stadium. But I would love to go to a Packers game, to be inside the stadium, to feel that history. And I'm gonna tell you, man, Atlanta, we don't play bad when we go to Green Bay.
Yeah,
like we don't play bad up there.
Hey, so Doug had a chance to go to a Green Bay game. Tell us about that experience.
Me and KT went up there for Green Bay and the Vikings. So it was one of their rival games. One of the greatest experiences I ever had, bro. Like you said, the history of the stadium, it feel like the 40s. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Like it feel like real football. Like it was dope. It was one of the worst experiences too, boy.
Yeah, cold.
That seven under.
Woo.
7 below.
7 below.
Yeah,
You
man.
can't feel your toes and your feet.
Oh yeah, I ain't with that.
Knee.
I ain't with that.
Woo. But nah,
Yeah.
it was dope though. It was a good experience.
Yeah, I ain't with that. And you
I
got
had
to
to do it once though.
Yeah.
Shit once.
You got to go to a Saints game. Great experience.
Come on, you went to New Orleans?
Yeah. Me,
Oh,
Pam,
yeah.
and Shouter Slim. The three of us
Okay,
went down
yeah,
there. Shouter
yeah.
Slim met us there.
Yeah, tell me about it.
went. Oh man, did
Did we win?
No, we lost.
Oh.
That was coming off the year we made the NFC Championship and lost to the 49ers. We played New Orleans game 1, and we lost. We lost. But, man, it was a great experience, man. We had us a ball.
Were you talking shit?
I wasn't really talking a whole bunch of trade, but so Shawty Slim was sitting like a section over from where I was sitting. So every time we made a play, the two of us would stand up and point at each other, and the Saints fans got sick of us. But, man, let's go ahead and wrap it on up, man. Let's go ahead and get on up out of here, man. Look. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Like we always say, man, the Waterboyz Show. We represent Atlanta because Atlanta represents us. On behalf of myself, Trey, we got my partner, B-Rich, in the building. We got Super Mario and Doug, man. Shout out to T, shout out to Terry, shout out to Stiller Mike, and, of course, staring Aaron somewhere, peeping through somebody's window. Man, we appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all. Thank for y'all support, man. The Waterboyz Show. We are out.
Kill the camera.